What's up, guys? Diego from SGN, and I'm repping my old school 2005 jersey. It has a lot of sentimental value for me. I haven't worn this in forever. It doesn't fit me very well anymore. It's pretty, I've had this for a while. I was a little kid, so it doesn't fit me that well anymore. But every once in a while, I do like to break it out and just wear it a little bit. So I figured, why not wear it for this video? We're going to be talking about Man United's preseason tour and how we're kind of looking like the old days. Ollie has done a very, very good job of bringing forth a style of football that we all like to see. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later on. But first of all, let's just go ahead and kind of talk a little bit about what the objectives were for this preseason tour. Well, of course, the number one thing for preseason, no matter who you are, no matter what club you are, no matter where you're playing, it doesn't matter. The one thing that you need to do in preseason is achieve a level of fitness that is going to carry you on pretty early into the season, because the worst thing you can do is the first 5-6 matches of the Premier League season, you're still having to build up that fitness. And of course, they're still going to, but you know what I mean? Like, they need to be ready for these matches. It's going to be very, very hard, very, very fast, especially when we're starting off with Chelsea. So we need the players to be as fit as possible going into that Chelsea match. And I think that Ollie has done a very good job of getting them to probably the best fitness we've seen from the club, from the players, probably since Sir Alex Ferguson, to be honest. Like, when David Moyes came in, you saw the players, they didn't really have that hunger. All right, they were playing under a manager who hadn't won shit, so I don't think they really had that belief in him. Louis van Gaal, I think they did have the belief, but his system was just too. I don't know how to put it. It was just. I think it was such a draining system, in the sense that it was just so mentally draining that there was zero fun to it, and there was really. I don't know. I just don't think it really fit the club. So I think that the players didn't really go for it with him. And under Jose Mourinho, of course, the fact that you're on the back foot so often, I don't think that the preparation was really as good as it should have been, especially last season, where things just went awful from the very, very beginning. And I think that Mourinho had such a big beef with the club at that time that it probably just drained the players mentally as well, much like Louis van Gaal's kind of boring style. So I think that this is definitely the best physical condition we've seen the players in coming at this point of the season over the past few years. So I'm very, very excited to see what Ollie can do with this bunch of players. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do against Chelsea. But before we get to that, we do still have to talk about the fact that there are a few upcoming matches. And I will be talking about the Chelsea match in the next few days, because that's only like 9 days away now. So we're getting pretty close. Regardless, the best thing about preseason, of course, is the fact that we're seeing that these players are looking fit. All right, that's very, very good. Another great thing about it is we are finally seeing these players adapt fully to Ollie's style. All right, we're going from Jose Mourinho park the bus football, or at the very least be very, very cautious, sit down at the back, not really press, and then if you get a chance to counterattack, then try. We're going from that to be in the attacking team's face at all times, trying to get the ball at all times, and as soon as you get possession of the ball, you go bombing forward into Rashford, into Martial, into Daniel James, into Mata, like we saw last night. So you have to be very physically fit, and I think that's probably the best thing that they could do going into the season, because this is a style that's going to require a lot of hard work. And I think that what Ollie's done is he's kind of favored some of these players that work hard. Now Martial, I think that he kind of needs to be playing as a front man, because you look at Rashford, he's probably not as good a winger as Martial, but he's definitely somebody who puts in a lot more effort. And on the wing, with the pressure style that we're going to be playing, I think that you need somebody who's going to be putting in a lot of effort, whereas Martial's going to be up front. He's going to press the first the couple of center backs, but other than that, I don't think he's really going to be doing a lot of pressing work, which means he's going to be able to be there. He's going to be fresh, and as soon as the ball comes in, he's going to be bombing forward with that speed and with that actually surprisingly good physical strength. Like that's one of the biggest things I think that surprised me that first season that he showed up at the club was, not only is he very quick, but he's also really hard to get off the ball. So I think that that's going to be a very, very big deal here, because he's going to be very difficult for defenders to get off the ball. So when he does have the opportunity, he's not just going to bomb forward and try to get in between the lines. He's also going to do a very, very good job of holding up the play and mixing it up to the right winger and the left winger, which could be Dybala coming as the right winger. We'll see what happens there, but I'm not too confident about that transfer. I'm not even too sure I want that transfer, but I definitely think that would be a solid move, and I will talk about that for sure if it does come off. But regardless, I think that Martial has the better characteristics for this type of football that we're going to be playing, to be playing as the main striker. As Rashford, he can play as a winger, not as well as Martial, but I definitely think that he has that work ethic that's going to kind of promote him to being in that position a little bit more instead of being the striker. And then, of course, if we do get Dybala, then maybe Dybala will be playing in the middle. Maybe we'll play like it's 4-2-3-1 with Dybala in the middle, on the right Rashford, on the left maybe Sanchez. I don't really know exactly what they're going to try to do, because Daniel James is, of course, there too. So there's plenty of players there. Plenty of offensive options. So right now we're looking really good, and I'm really, really happy to see, like I said, not just the fact that we're getting wins, not just the fact that we're getting wins against some pretty decent teams, but the fact that we are really putting in a lot of effort there. The team is looking fit, and just in general, I'm very, very excited for the upcoming season, which is probably I'm always excited before the season, but this time, I feel like there's something that's going to be good here. I'm not saying that we're going to win the league. I'm not even saying that we're going to be competing for the league. But I am saying I think this is going to be the best season we're going to get to see in terms of just the fun, quality football that we're going to be seeing. I can look forward to going to Old Trafford in November for the first time because every time I've gone, I've been excited, but I've always been like, okay, well, this could be bad. This could be very, very bad. And of course, it's still, my cat's just doing some weird shit over there, but it still could be that way. But for the first time, I'm feeling confident. At the very least, I'm going to get to see some fun football. So that's going to be, of course, very, very good. So, yeah, the preseason tour, I would have to say it's definitely a success so far. I think that the only matches we still have left are AC Milan, and that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's it. Because we played Leeds, and we beat them 4-0. Inter Milan, we beat 1-0. AC Milan, we still have to play. And Perth Glory, we thrashed 2-0. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. We played last night against Christiansen, of course, which was, I'm not going to lie, that was kind of a disappointing performance there. Of course, it was a dominant one, but, for Matav to kind of pull us over to the win with a 90th minute penalty, that's kind of worrying. But it doesn't really matter. It's just preseason. That's the way things are. In preseason, it's not about getting huge wins. It's just about putting in the effort. And Christensen, they did a pretty good job. They did a really, really good job. We saw the same thing kind of against Inter. Of course, Inter is a much better team, but I think it was their first preseason match, and they'd only been in training for a few days. So against a team like Inter, we got to see the players pretty much spent 90 full minutes just bombing forward, beating down Inter. And of course, it took a late goal to get the W, but that's not that big a deal. The important thing was getting that effort, getting that pitch time against a team with a defense of that on that day. It consisted of Skriniar. Who else was? Yeah, De Vrij was there too. That's right, he was playing. Handanovic, of course, Dalbert, and I think the right back was. No, I don't remember who the right back was. But regardless, it was a very, very solid performance from the team. So yes, it was just a 1-0 win against a team that had just started preseason, but it was the type of performance, the type of just effort that you see in terms of putting in that energy, putting in the work, putting in the time, that's going to be very, very satisfying and very, very helpful as the full season starts. So I guess that's kind of it for this video. I just wanted to say, I'm extremely happy with the way that preseason's been going. And of course, the last match is AC Milan. And I'll probably talk about that a little bit more because it's going to be the final big match, the final preparation match before the huge fixture against Chelsea. I think it's next Saturday. I could be wrong, but I think it's Saturday. Hopefully it's Sunday because I work on Saturday afternoon. So I want to enjoy that game at home and not have to fucking be quiet at work. But you know what I mean, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I'm not a big fan of having to ask for these, but I do end up doing these every single video. If you did, please hit the like button and please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to get a notification every single time the video comes out, then hit the bell as well. That's very, very big help for somebody who I've been doing this for a while now. I don't have a lot of subscribers, but I'm trying to build this thing up, and I have promised myself that now that things are getting a little bit better in terms of how much time I have a day, I want to dedicate at least 1 hour a day, which is quite a bit considering how little free time I have, to my YouTube/Twitch content. So hopefully you guys will support me, and hopefully you guys will check it out and have some really, really interesting things coming, I think, in terms of not just videos about, of course, United, but also FIFA, PES, MotoGP, Gears 5, what else? An MMA podcast in Italian for some of my Italian viewers. There's going to be plenty of stuff out here coming to you guys very, very soon. So hopefully you guys will check it out. And I'll see you in the next video. And I'm repping this jersey, baby. I fucking love it. Have loved it since 13 years ago. 13 years ago on the dot. I was 12 years old since I got this jersey, and I still remember when I got that. I think it was Christmas. Yeah, man, it was just it's a beautiful jersey. It's a beautiful jersey. It doesn't fit me very well, but the Total 90 was a fun era. That's a very, very fun era. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.